Hi guys, this is Tao and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a review and demo of the Rimmel BB cream. This is the matte version. It has radiance, I think just regular, and then this is the matte version. And I've been using this for about a week and a half now, so I want to give you guys my thoughts on this. And later on in the video, I'll also show you how I apply it so you can see this product in action. I got mine from Walgreens. It was about $6, which for BB cream and you get a full fluid ounce is really good. And Rimmel always has some sort of sale going on, and I think for the entire month of March, Walgreens has the lasting finish lipsticks and the BB cream for 50% off. Don't quote me on the BB cream, but I know for a fact that the lasting finish lipsticks are 50% off, which I got some. And I also picked up the Radiance version, which I'll do a separate review, but this is just on the matte one. So I've tried a lot of BB cream, CC cream, whatever you call it, from drugstore and high-end. I'm not really a huge fan of the US BB cream, to be completely honest, just because it doesn't offer enough coverage. And I've heard this from just across the board, you know, it's almost like a tinted moisturizer. Not with this one. This has what I would consider a medium coverage, but it's layerable. If you have severe acne or, you know, hyperpigmentation to your skin, obviously it's not going to cover that. It's not the job of a foundation slash BB cream slash tinted moisturizer. You would need concealer for that. However, I find the Rimmel BB cream, at least the matte version, goes on very smoothly, evens out my skin tone really easily, and it's very blendable. Typically, when you're dealing with something that's a matte finish that has a little bit more coverage, it's going to, in my experience at least, it's thicker. It is more difficult to blend out. Not with this one. It's so easy to work with. And I typically apply with the Beauty Blender. By the way, just a little side note, the Real Beauty Blender works so much better than, this is the Real Techniques one, but I've tried a bunch of other knockoffs, but the Real Blender is amazing. Obsessed. So I use a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender to apply, and it just works into my skin really well. And on my skin, I have dry skin, normal to dry skin. It lasts really long time. I don't even have to finish off with a powder. Now, if you have really oily skin, I would definitely suggest a setting powder. Even though it says matte, I find that compared with like the CoverGirl 3-in-1, whatever, the glass bottle with the green pump, or, you know, the Color Stay, it definitely doesn't have that kind of a flawless matte finish. You know, it's more, in my opinion, it's more of a semi-matte. I love the coverage, I love the price, and I love the packaging, because a squeezy tube, who doesn't love that? It's sanitary, it's easy to work with, and I love how it wears on the skin. It feels so comfortable on. I've tried the Rimmel, their Stay Matte foundation that also comes in a squeeze tube. That, when I wore it, even though it gave off a completely matte finish, but I feel like my skin is almost like just like screaming for moisture because it's so matte, it's so dry, and great for people with like extremely oily skin, but it looked horrible on me because it emphasized on my dry areas, and then it, even though it stayed on really well, it's just so flat looking. This, even though it's more on the matte side, it looks so natural on the skin, and in my opinion, it blurred out my pores. So now let's go ahead and take a look at how I applied this. Take your Rimmel BB cream and your dampened beauty blender. I just squeeze a little bit over my hand and kind of spread it over my skin, and then I buff it in with the beauty blender. I kind of just gently pounce it on my skin, and as you can see here, it just evens out my skin tone. I have a breakout on my other side of the face, but here you can see kind of a comparison. As you can see, it's very fast. It's really easy to blend in, and as I rub the product over my skin, you can see that slight luminosity. As you blend the product in, that luminosity goes away, and as you can see here, it leaves a natural finish on the skin. So it slightly mattifies the face, but it doesn't leave it flat. and that's what I really like about it. Make sure you apply it, you know, on your eyelid, over your forehead. Just make sure everything just gets blended out. And here I'm doing my regular concealer routine. I use the LA Color concealer, Pro Conceal, I think, and just blend it out. I'm using a Real Techniques sponge here. I have to kind of use it up, it's falling apart anyway. But here I am using the L'Oreal concealer. I'll have everything listed down below, but this is more of a skin color concealer. I'm using it on top of the color correcting concealer, but that's kind of how the final just foundation looks. So overall thoughts, I will give the Rimmel BB Cream Matte version a big thumbs up. Yay! Love this. Even if you have dry skin, I think this will work for you. If you're looking more for, instead of that dewy, radiant, you know, that kind of complexion, you're looking for something that's a little bit more office appropriate. You know how I am. I'm like the biggest fan of like the highlighted, sculpted, whatever that look. But sometimes I'll have to admit, when I go into the office, even though, you know, when I'm doing makeup, everything looks great, when I go into the office under the fluorescent light, it can be a little bit too much. This is something that's like a nice in between. You're not going to be completely matte like the porcelain, you know, sculpture, whatever, but it's not, you're not going to look like you just came out of the water, you know, like glistening everywhere. So it's a nice medium. It covers well. It's comfortable to wear, and it lasts, in my opinion, it lasts quite a long time. So I hope this review was helpful, and let me know if you've tried this product, how you feel about it. I haven't tried out the Rimmel BB Cream, the Radiance version, that much yet, just because I've been so in love with this one, but I'll try that out and report back. But in the meantime, post down below and let me know what you think of this product if you've tried it. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's iamgrape1119. So please thumbs up this video if you find it helpful, and subscribe for more videos from me. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.